Um, Good day, everyone. My name is Alexandre Saberano of BSA 2101 from Batangas State University. I want to discuss the four chosen articles from the obligations and contracts, two from the obligation and two from the contracts under the Republic Act number 386, the Civil Code of the Philippines. First, the Article 1156, an obligation is a juridical necessity to give, to do, or not to do. The term obligation from the Latin word obligatio, which means tying or binding. The Article 1156 of the Civil Code defines an obligation in its passive aspect, since such definition merely stresses the duty of the debtor or obligor to give, to do, or not to do, when it speaks of obligation as a juridical necessity. Excuse. Which is the juridical necessity is the which the debtor or obligor may also be made liable or pay for the damages, which represents the sum of money given as a compensation for the injury or harm suffered by the creditor for the violation of his rights. Four essential requisites on obligation. First, the passive subject or the debtor or obligor. Second, active subject, the creditor or obligee. Object or prestation or the subject matter of the obligation, juridical or legal time, or the efficient cause or vinculum juris. For an example, under a land property contract, Lucas bound himself to mortgage his land to Johnny for 2,000 pesos per square meters. Here, Lucas is the passive passive subject, which is the debtor. Johnny is the active subject, which is the creditor. Mortgage his land is object or prestation, and the land property contract, which is the source of obligation, is the juridical tie. Suppose Lucas will redeem the pawn land after 5 years, and it was their agreement that Johnny will put 3% interest if Lucas didn't redeem his pawn land after 5 years. Second is the Article 1157. So they have five sources of obligations. So first, the law. When the obligation is imposed by the law itself, which is the person or individuals must follow or obligate the law itself to avoid them the punishment or violations. For example, is obligation to pay taxes, or landowners must pay the taxes before the end of the year, which is the people uh, obligate to pay taxes to avoid the violation, and the people must follow the rules from the government to pay taxes. Second is the contracts, when obligation arises from the stipulation of the parties. For my example is the obligation to pay indebtedness by virtue of a contract or an agreement. I would like to discuss contracts later, which is the the sources of obligation, which is negotiate of the two parties to become an agreement of the contract. Third is the quasi-contracts, when the obligation arises from lawful, voluntary, and unilateral acts which are enforceable to the end that no one shall be unjustly enriched or benefited at the expense of another. My example is the obligation to return borrowed or lost objects to the owner, which is the person to voluntarily or obligate to return the borrowed or lost objects to the owner of the object. Four is the acts or omissions punishable by law. When the obligation arises from civil liability as a consequence of criminal offense, based on Article 1161 of the Civil Code. For my example is the obligation of the bereaved families of the victims to achieve justice against the suspect of the murder case. So lastly, the quasi-delicts or torts. When the obligation arises from damage caused to another through an act or omission, there being fault or negligence but no contractual relation exists between the parties. My example is the company obligations to answer all the costs to treating victims caused by accidents, which means the obligation to from damages caused to another, which is the omission, act or omission, where being full obligate a negligence that no contractual relation between the parties. The Article 1305, the contract is a meeting of minds between the two persons on one binds himself with respect to the other to give something or render some service. Contract, from the Latin contractus and from the French contract, is a juridical convention manifested in legal form by virtue of which one or more person. Contract is one of the sources of the obligation, while the obligation, on the other hand, is the legal tie or relation itself that exists after the contract has been entered into. Like the like what I said previous or a while ago about the example of land property contract, which is the source of obligation, are the legal tie or juridical tie, or which is the relation itself after a contract. So lastly, the Article 1319 of New Civil Code. So three stages of contracts. First, the preparation or negotiation. This includes all the steps taken by the parties leading to the perfection of the contract. So second, the perfection or birth. This is when the parties have come to a definite agreement or meeting of the minds regarding the subject matter or cause of the contract. So based on the Article 1319 of the New Civil Code. For my example is the Myla sells her old laptop for 20,000. Paul is interested to buy her laptop, but he offers the price should be at least 18,000. Myla agreed to his offer because she really needs money. So there is a negotiation to perfection by which agreements between Paul and Myla to buy a laptop and to buy and sell a laptop from Myla. So lastly, the consummation or termination. This is when the parties have performed their respective obligation and the contract may be said to have been fully accomplished or executed, resulting in the extinguishment or termination thereof. For my example is the Paul will give the payment first before Myla will give the laptop. There is a consummation or termination, which is the extinguishment to separate them of each other. So that's all, and thank you.